Yo, what is going on, ladies and gents? Galaxy's here, and I'm back with a short but sweet little tutorial on how to create a Skyblock world on Legacy Console Edition due to a couple people requesting exactly how I managed to do my PS Vita block. That's what I'm here to do today, honoring my word. Gonna create a little step-by-step tutorial for y'all on how to create your own Skyblock so you can enjoy the super fun nature that it is to live on a little block in the sky. Step one is that we want to go not do that. That didn't matter. Step one is to create a new world. And in this world, we want to create a super flat world. The world size doesn't matter. The biome scale doesn't matter. We want to customize the super flat and delete this dirt layer and then edit this grass block layer to make it some form of transparent block. Now, the reason we want it to be a transparent block is that mobs cannot spawn on transparent blocks. Therefore, all the monsters, all the passive mobs that would spawn will spawn up on your skyblock with the new blocks that you place, the actual spawnable blocks. So it forces all the spawns up to your skyblock. Now, for the biome, this doesn't really matter other than that you want a biome that animals can spawn on. So plains, savanna, forest, roof forest, jungle, swamp. If you want slimes to start spawning, you could do that too. Doesn't really matter. I mean, I could just set mine to a swampland, so I don't really care. Villages, turn that off. We don't need any of this on. And step two, which arguably is the most important step, is that we want to turn on host privileges. You have to have these on, otherwise you just won't be able to play the world. With that being said, you can name the world what you want, and we will create our world and jump right into it. Alright, now that we're in the world, we're going to go in our host privileges. We're going to set the world to creative. Could have done this in the menu. Doesn't really matter. Now that we're in creative, as you can see, we have our glass world where nothing can spawn. The next step is to fly away a distance from spawn. Because, fun fact, on the Legacy Console Edition on Survival, you cannot place lava close to spawn because they wanted to stop people from, like, you spawning in the lava. So you won't be able to place lava on your skyblock if you create it directly above spawn. So, now that we're a decent distance away from spawn, we're going to grab some sand, and we're going to grab a torch. In addition, we're going to grab our map, activate this so we can see our Y layer. Doesn't matter if we're off the map. And we're going to go all the way up to around Y180. You could realistically go anywhere from like 150 to 200, but I like 180 because it gives me about 60-something blocks of verticality to work with. And obviously you can go down a bit too, to build monster spawners, stuff like that. So we're going to go all the way to 180. Alright, now we're going to grab our grass block and our dirt, and we're actually just going to get to creating our island. And the Skyblock island is a 3x3 square. We're going to create a 3x3 square, and then we're going to create another 3x3, and then we're going to add a corner piece of a 3x3. Alright. Break these two sand, and we're going to make this 3 thick and fill all of this in. Now that we have our island, we're going to go down all the way to the sand, and we're going to break this. And we're just going to let it do its thing. Back up at the island, we are going to now plant our tree. Now, the classic is an oak sapling, but to be honest, you could plant any tree you want. I mean, this is your own skyblock. But we're going to plant an oak tree. We're going to grab a chest. Okay, that was interesting. Okay, there's a tree. We're gonna place our chest. I like this grass texture in the swampland. It's so cool. Grab our chest. We're gonna grab a block of ice and a lava bucket. And this is the entire basis of Skyblock. That's all you need in there. You can get going. I'm gonna clear my inventory. I'm gonna go break this torch. Now that I'm back up at the island, I'm gonna create the sand island that is normally in other Skyblocks. Now to create the sand island, we're just gonna kind of build a said distance away from the island. It realistically can be any distance. It doesn't really matter, the distance. But we're gonna create some distance between where we want to build the sand island and our island. This is good enough for me. Put some sandstone, because 3 layers, so sandstone on the 4th layer down. And I'm just going to create a 3x3 and build all this up. On this island, we're going to grab a chest. We're going to grab a cactus. Place the cactus there, chest there. Honestly, doesn't matter. And in this chest, we're going to grab our other ice block. We're going to grab our 10 obsidian for the nether portal. We are going to put sugarcane in this chest. And we're going to put melon and pumpkin seeds in the chest. So when we build over here, you got this stuff. Cool, cool, cool. And now we're going to break this whole path all the way back. Alright, the next step is that we're going to create the nether island. We're going to pre-make a nether spawn so that when you build the portal on your island, you will just spawn on your nether island in the nether. Now, to do that, we're going to make a nether portal on this island. Doesn't really matter. We're just going to make a nether portal real quick. And we're going to head into the nether. Now, in the nether, we're going to grab our sand and our torch again. We're going to break this portal. Place our sand. Place our torch. And we're going to build all the way up again. Now, the nether island, you can build however high in the sky you want. It honestly doesn't really matter. Just maybe give yourself some room from the ceiling. I like to build it to where I can't see the ground because I think it looks cool. So, I'm just going to go right here. And we're going to grab some netherrack and we're going to grab some soul sand. And this island is going to be the exact same size as the overworld grass island. So we're going to go 3 wide, 3x3. Then we're going to create another 3x3. And then we're going to create that little 3x3 just like that. And now we're going to break this. And I like to line the entire innards of this island with soul sand because it's a valuable resource. If you want to fight the wither, you can use that for the wither. Gives you enough for the wither, gives you enough to grow nether wart, right? So we're kind of just going to place all that. Just like that. Then we're going to fill it up with the final layer. And just like we did in the overworld, I am going to go break all of this. Just like that. Now that we're up on this island, we are going to create a portal that we spawn on the island on. So we're going to create this portal right here. So we are pre-making a portal so that when you do make your portal in the overworld, you will spawn at this portal as long as you don't make it too far away. So now that we have our little island here, we are going to plop a chest, as always, and we are going to put some mushrooms and nether wart in this chest. And realistically, you could put any other finite resource that you would want in this chest. So you could put like beetroot in here. You could put like any of the farming consumables you could put in here, and it would work. But now that we have the island created, we're gonna go back to the overworld. I'm going to grab some obsidian again, just to show you guys how this works. I'm going to break this portal. And I'm just going to make another portal right here. I just want to show you guys how this works. Let's say, okay, you're playing your Skyblock, you create another portal. Boom, you've made a pre-made spawn within a radius, and now you're on your nether island. Very cool. Okay. So we're going to break that. Now that we have the nether island out of the way, there's one island that I like to make, and that being is the end island. Now the end island, you can make it out of whatever you want, to be honest. I'm trying to think of what I want to make this one at, but you can make it out of whatever you want. I would make mine out of mossy cobble, because why not? We're going to grab some end portal frame, and we're going to grab some eye of ender. And you can make as many small islands as you want. You can make like a jungle tiny 3x3 island. You could make a acacia tiny 3x3 island, each with their own resources. You can realistically make whatever you want. That's the glory and fun of Skyblock. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to build out just like we did for the sand island, and we're going to build our end portal island. Now I'm going to make this island 5x5 just because it makes it a little easier. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're just going to connect this round. And I need to set this to daytime. Alright, so you guys can actually see what's going on. Now, for constructing your own end portal, make sure you stand on the inside the entire time. If you go around and place it on the outside like this, the end portal won't ignite. So you want to make sure you're standing on the inside just like this, and kind of just go in a circle. And place all of them, and then you can go like this. And boom, you have your end portal. Now what I like to do is shrink this island back down to a 3x3. You know, I don't know, make the island look a little cool. Decorate the island a little bit. It's a little end island, whatever, just a little shebang there. And this is pretty much it of your Skyblock. Now there's one last step that you need to do after I break all this back, is that you need to set the world spawn to your island. Now this is also where the host privileges come in handy. So when we set our world spawn is now within a radius of this island. It is not perfect. If you fall off, you may spawn on the ground, but as you expand your island, the likelihood of you spawning on the island increases because the island has a bigger surface area. So there's no guarantee. If you fall off and you die and you spawn on the ground, well then you just go into host options and you can set your game mode to creative to fly back on the island, and then it set it back to survival. It's really an honor system. If you fall off, your stuff will sit on the ground, but there is no way to create a void world without mods on Legacy Console, and this is how you would play. Now all you have to do to play is, let's delete our entire inventory. Boom. Make sure we set it to day, set it to survival, and now we just play Skyblock like normal. We have our end island, we have the nether island built, we have our sand island. You could create any other island that you want to build, and you could just play Skyblock. You could set your game mode if you want to increase the game mode. It is what it is. You just can't have achievements, weather cycle, whatever you want to do. It gives you flexibility and option, mainly an honor system. And maybe some of you are disappointed that it's not a void world, and I'm sorry to break it to you, but without mods, that's impossible. So this is the best way to play without mods and still have fun. I still have fun. I still have a crazy Skyblock world that me and my friend made from like 5 years ago on this Switch edition. And that's pretty much it. This is the tutorial for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm pretty sure I covered everything I need to cover to make the Skyblock world. And hopefully this helps you and you guys can start your own Skyblocks and create some crazy Skyblock, get a bunch of iron from zombie spawns. I like playing on hard mode because it increases rare drops from mobs. And yeah, hopefully you guys will create your own Skyblocks and you can have fun just like I do. And I will see you guys till next time.